Jeez. Let's see. The S&P. What else should I add to my watch list? I got Hubble, Regal Rexnord, Lyondell Basel, CVS, Constellation Energy, and Microsoft. Any stocks you guys want to look at? Any stocks? Let's see. Starbucks getting killed. Not that much though. McDonald's. Procter and Gamble. I don't know. Another line of support for the S&P. That's the S&P mini futures. Could we go lower? Possibly. Or we could do something like this here. See this bar? It looks very similar. No, doesn't it? This here. How big is this move? Let me see. Activate drawing. We have around 47, 48, 48, 4,800. How far is this move down? Let me see. From here to here. This was, I think this was during the, oh, and they were raising, oh, no. This was this when they were raising? No, this was the interest rates. They're starting to go, go much higher, I think. Let's see this downside move. If I copy and paste it from here. Yeah, it's not bad. So if I just copied this, essentially. Pasted it here. So that brings us a little bit lower. Oh, what, 49? About 5,000 even? Because I think this was... No, this is the pandemic. This was when they were starting to raise interest rates. Right here. How big was this move? Activate destroy. Yeah, like all these spots here. Ah, shoot. Yeah, there's pretty good spots for buys in these areas in general. By the way, the market's been falling. Shoot, it's gonna happen. There could be a reversal coming soon, actually. It looks more like this here. This looks very similar to this. I think we'll get it done. I think what is this, 48.30? I mean, that's not that far. It's like another 200 points down. I know it's a lot to take in, but shoot, it could happen. I hope it doesn't happen. What do you guys think? There's buying opportunity now. I think this was the wash here. A lot of people are starting to buy too. These areas. Support here. I don't think about that low. But we're way oversold on the weekly chart. Way oversold. Daily, even more. Who knows? We can see some kind of relief rally, I think. Some kind of relief rally coming. Because in the 4-hour chart, we're down like at 8. I mean, we barely come down here ever. I know my mentor taught me, once S&P, like in the 4-hour chart, it gets down to like the RSI below 10, like 8 and 9. These are some buying opportunities. So we could see a rally back up, I think on Monday. Or we gap down Sunday evening and then we rally on Monday. That's what I'm thinking here. Because we're oversold everywhere. Pretty much all the large time frames, which is, I mean, it's good for the bulls. I mean, that's one thing they got going for them. So far, it's been a pretty quiet Saturday. I haven't seen any news lately. Let me see. Let's see. As far as the tariffs, I know the 10% tariff went into effect today. The 10% tariffs were in effect today. But the larger ones, the larger tariffs, those go on Wednesday. Those are the ones why the market sold off is because of those larger tariffs. Not the 10% tariffs. The 10% tariffs, if that was all, the market would have rallied. But the larger tariffs that haven't been placed yet, I think that's the one where the president's trying to make deals with other countries right now. I know after the market closed, he was talking with India. Yeah, I'm sure he's talking with some this weekend. I don't think he's gonna place those tariffs, to be honest. The larger ones, I could see the 10% staying on, the one that he applied today, but the larger ones, I think those will negotiate. I think he will. Also, he pardoned Canada and Mexico. Those didn't get hit. He didn't place tariffs on them again. They were exempt. But this, yeah, over 10%. I mean, that's a correction. It's not a bear market. It's a correction. It's just a really big one because we rallied for so long. You know, the last correction we had was the one that was in when right here in 2022 was the last correction we had, like a large one, and that was the one with when they started raising interest rates. That was the other correction. But we rallied ever since, right? So I think this is the same thing. I think this was self-inflicted. You know, these tariffs can be reversed, or they can pass a bill where Congress can reverse this. It just takes, you know, it doesn't have to be permanent, right? Trump could say, oh, we're going to take off the tariffs. We made this incredible deal and this market will rally, essentially. Probably back to all-time highs. Maybe we can work out a deal with China. That'll help even more. That's why Nike rallied Friday morning, just because, oh yeah, because Trump was talking, right, to Vietnam, I guess the president of Vietnam. There were good talks. There was some about, you know, tariffs and stuff, and Vietnam said that they were going to remove all the tariffs. So that's why you see Nike rallied. And then India was talking. After the market closed, they had talks. So, like I said, it's a negotiation, right? That's all it is. Like I said, I don't think Trump will want to crash. I mean, the market is crashing, but it's not like, I don't think he would want us to put us in a recession. I don't think he would do that. Because then there would be no jobs, right? He wants to keep unemployment low. So, what are you guys' thoughts? Also, guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel, just in case TikTok gets banned. You know, I know they got extended like another 90 days or whatever, but yeah, sub to the YouTube. It's in the link in my bio, and I also go live on YouTube. Just in case, for some reason, there's a blackout on TikTok, you can watch me on YouTube. So, click the link and sub. And I make short form videos there, funny shorts, and I also upload longer form content recently. If you guys want some stocks you guys want to look at, you want to make a video for, I can do that. Just subscribe to my YouTube, and I'll go over the stock you want. My email is on the YouTube profile as well, so you can email me. You just got to do is just subscribe to my YouTube, which is in the link in my bio. Let's see. Oh, oil too. Oil's getting hurt really bad. Phillips 66. It's had some support though. Phillips. I know there's like what's it called? Private equity took a position here. But they're getting creamed now. See, everyone's getting hurt, not just us. You got the big investors getting hurt. Institutions. Maybe private equity. KKR is down. Blackstone. BlackRock's down. You got Goldman Sachs. All the financials. I think there'll be earnings though. I think there's going to be a rally coming here for the banks and financials. Morgan Stanley. Like I said, interest rates are coming down, so that's going to be good for the, private equity, like KKR, Blackstone, BlackRock. It's also going to be good for industrials. Like I'm invested in Hubble. They make a lot of stuff for utilities, like a lot of parts for utility companies, data centers, construction. Basically, all that's booming here, right? We're still building data centers, AI. We're gonna need more electricity more than ever because currently we don't make enough to power all that stuff. So it's gonna help Hubble, HUBB, and Regal Rexnord as well. They make a lot of stuff for different types of industrials, like data centers, machinery, industrials, oil and gas, energy, water facilities. You need clean water, right? Nobody wants to drink nasty water. Let's see. Oh yeah, utilities. Utilities are going to be good as well, and they're domestic too, so they don't have that. They don't have that international exposure. So I think utilities will do well. Even interest rates, right? Interest rates are coming down. That's going to help utilities a lot because they have to spend a lot of money, to build infrastructure for our grid. It's not cheap. You're talking like tens of billions of dollars. So lower interest rates is going to help utilities as we're rebuilding infrastructure, adding on new infrastructure. We're going to need the power, right? So I like Constellation Energy Group. The big utilities, Southern Co, SO, American Electric Power, I like as well. Centerpoint Energy, I like too. Energy as well. Yeah, so I'm liking a lot of utilities. So, man, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I can make a larger form video, going over the utilities I like, and then y'all can have it. You can rewatch it however many times you want instead of just this one live stream. I also like healthcare. CVS, good. They don't have too much. They don't have international exposure. So like CVS, UNH, Cigna as well, and Elevance. I like for healthcare. They are saving a ton of money right now from AI and stuff, and getting rid of redundancy things and old legacy products. So healthcare is going through transformation right now, which is helping their earnings. And like I said, they don't have a lot of international exposure. So healthcare and utilities for like domestic, right? They don't really have to fear about tariffs and things like that. Hubble, because even though it's down, we're going to have to rebuild our infrastructure, right? And not just the US, other countries are rebuilding their own stuff, So it's going to help Hubble and Regal Rexnord. I also like the chemical companies, LyondellBasell, getting destroyed. Every chemical is getting destroyed. It doesn't matter. LYB, LyondellBasell. I like Dow Chemical as well. DuPont, Eastman Chem. Who else is I like? What's another large one? I can think of another one. But yeah, these larger ones I like a lot. Like I said, infrastructure, right? These are going down because the tariffs and China's weak. But regardless, we need plastics. We're gonna make plastics, regardless if there's a recession or not, right? You're still gonna buy bottled water, packaged foods, you're still gonna get your medical treatments, right? Or devices. It's all requires plastics. And they're very diversified. It's not like all these large chemical companies, they have plants everywhere. A lot of it in the U.S., some in China, some in Europe. So they can mitigate that risk, that tariff risk. But they're getting sold. I think they're way oversold. The chemicals, they're more oversold than the industrials. I kind of put them in the same bucket, right? Chemicals, industrials, all products that we need, right? I also like United Rental for domestic. I think United Rental is only in the U.S. I think, but infrastructure. We're gonna rebuild. We have old infrastructure in the U.S. These are large equipment rentals. You've seen United Rentals, right? You go on the street or something, you see something that says United Rentals, right? So they rent out all this heavy equipment. HRI as well, Herc Holdings, they do the same thing. Large equipment rentals, heavy machinery. Like that. Domestic, I believe. I don't think they are in international space. But if I'm wrong, let me know. I know I haven't talked about tech yet. Tech is a little tough. Because you got the semiconductors and software, right? Software, then IT. Because I know, like, if you look at, like, Texas Instruments, really bad. Look at that. It's terrible. Almost every semiconductor. Man, these were... how long ago was this time frame? Let me go back 10 years. Damn, this was last time. This was basically during the pandemic prices right here. Some of this stuff don't make any sense to me. Like this still should be higher, to be honest. I don't think it should be this low, unless China is is eating into their profit margins, right? Too much supply, not enough demand. Let's see. That's what happened with I think with Skyworks as well. $204 at its peak. This is 2020. It's now $52. Like it's before, like, when was this? This was like 2000. I don't even know, 15 or something. Way more stuff uses chips, right? Than 2015 and 2025, right? I think it's because China is also making their own plants to fabricate the chips that Skyworks makes. That's probably why it's down this much. They're not the only player in town anymore. And China's trying to get away from using American chip companies. That's why Skyworks got hurt. Who else? What's the other one? Oh, Corvo as well. Look at that. Corvo, $56. It's the same as Skyworks. It basically sell the same thing. I think private equity firm took a stake here. That's why it rallied up here. But now they're getting dumped though. But yeah. What's another one? Oh, Marvell too. Look at that. It's at support, but what level is this? 20. So they're raising interest rates essentially here. Marvell also getting hit. Dang. On semiconductors. I don't know. I would take a shot, to be honest. It's better to buy down here than up here, right? You're getting a hell of a discount. These are like 2020 prices, dude. When the market was barely getting out of the pandemic. Uh, that's another one. NVIDIA. NVIDIA is just the king of everything, of all the GPUs. No one comes close to them. Not even AMD. AMD had all this talk, but they weren't able to do it.